Hello everybody. I get to go first because I just started my session and my first two matches were against mono red aggro, which is strange because this deck only has 8 creatures in it, so if Arena's trying to match it up against something, it shouldn't be matching it up against aggro all the time. But looks like a mono red aggro kind of thing, doesn't it? Just white instead of red. We don't want to die of poison, do we? Let me just take these out now. And we'll just take these out now. And so they're just going to create stuff. Let's go ahead and create 3 of these then. Attack with 2. Get our lovely treasure. And if they have removal on one, I can block with the other. And they have used everything they've got. Should hit them with both, shouldn't I? They can't attack that turn. Acacia's Welcome is going to get a double draw every turn, though. So they have a chance to sort of catch up. They exile a 1/1. That's funny. Let's do that. We'll destroy one of your lands. And I still get a hit in. But I'm starting to run out of ammo myself finally. Well, I just need to hold on to let them kill themselves, basically, don't I? Nice. All very nice. I can destroy this thing with 3 mana. Yep, that seems like a good spell to use. And we can draw a card, right? Oh, that's beautiful. I like that card. The opponent needs to have some sort of life gain in here. Yeah, you can destroy the Celestis, but that's not going to help you. So I've got more life than I started with, but I've got like this new permanent poison tattoo I can't scrub out. I'm not sure if that's a good trade. Ossification doesn't work on artifacts. You are weird. You are very weird. Let's see. I could gain another life from that. Say goodnight, Gracie. You have doomed yourself. If they had a disenchant, they could use it on their own Skrell's Hive to stop doing damage to themselves, at least. They didn't have the answer. Poison has managed to poison itself. Oh, you gotta love it when that happens. Alright, well, only half the combo showed up, so let me show you the full deck. If you're new, remember to like and subscribe. That really helps me out. And here at Tpull's Corner, we like to do new decks pretty much every day. So this one's called Festive Rattle. So I got my third copy of a card recently, and I thought, you know what, once you get a third copy, sometimes you don't need 4 copies of a card to make a deck focused around them. But this is Death Rattle Oni. Demon Spirit from Aftermath. It's 5/4, and you can flash it in on your opponent's turn if you have enough energy. The cool thing is there's cost reduction here. The spell costs 2 less to cast for each creature that died this turn. So if you can kill 3 creatures, it only costs 1 black mana to flash in. In the meantime, when it enters the battlefield, you get to destroy all other creatures that were dealt damage this turn. So I'm not sure if this is the final version of the deck, but here's what else I got. The obvious thing that most of us think about, I believe, is End the Festivities. Deals 1 damage to each creature and planeswalker the opponent controls. So that should be a nice thing, especially if there's a bunch of 1/1s. Then you basically just need 1 red mana and 1 black mana, and if you kill 3 1/1s, then you got a 5/4 creature flashed in. It's a sorcery, so you have to do it on your turn. There is a trick if you do other spells where you can cast sorceries with flash, if you want to get really fancy, but I think that would be a different deck configuration. We've got 1 copy of Persistent Specimen, so I can return my creature from the graveyard to the battlefield. It comes in tapped. I've got 4 copies of March of Wretched Sorrow because I think I need a lot of life gain, especially since I'm kind of up against a ton of mono red aggro versus this deck, so life gain is a must. 1 Extract the Truth, mostly trying to make them sacrifice an enchantment. 2 Abrades, different artwork, so I can destroy target artifacts if I need to. 1 Aggressive Sabotage, I can kick it and deal damage, besides just make them discard 2 cards. Then we got some board wipes. I got 4 Path of Perils. If I got the cleave cost, I need the Celestis to power that usually, or a treasure. Professional Facebreaker actually gets me treasures if I manage to do combat damage to a player. 2 mini board wipes with Brotherhood's End, or maybe get rid of a bunch of small costing artifacts. 2 copies of Legamo's Hand of Hatred that creates an elemental creature with trample and haste. So it's just 2/1, but it dies each turn, so if I have a Death Rattle Oni in hand, here's automatically a 2-cost reduction just from that creature sacrificing itself. So this would go down to 5 at no extra effort on my part. We've got Obnixilis, the Adversary, with the little devils they can create. When the creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target, so it's easy to chump block that. That could also help reduce the cost. A couple of Monodorks, the Honored Heirloom, that also allows me to exile a target card from a graveyard, so that's my little graveyard hate. I usually try and put at least 1 graveyard hate card or spell in the deck. And then, of course, the Celestis. What else? Deadly Derision to destroy target creature or planeswalker. It also creates a treasure token. Rankle's Prank, mostly looking to have them sacrifice 2 of their creatures. That seems to fit pretty well with the need for the Oni. This one's the one that's kind of a little bit different, the End, because it exiles instead of destroys. But I'm willing to do that because, especially if they're using like 4 of the same planeswalker, I can exile all 4 from the same deck. Bigger board wipes to burn down the houses, or I can create the 3 devils. If those 3 devils die, that'll power up the Oni, right? And I just got a Vraska Betrayal Sting, so I just threw that in there because I haven't played with it yet. So that should be fun. And then 1 Fall of Krug, destroy target land, deals 3 damage to the player and 1 damage to each creature they control. If I deal 1 damage to each creature they control, and then I can happen to flash in an Oni, I might need a lot of mana, right, if I don't manage to kill 3 creatures doing that. Here, if we had no cost reduction, that would cost 12. So that's a big stretch. But, you know, maybe if I can kill 3 1/1s with this, and then I would just need 7, basically. I'd need 6 for the Fall of Krug and then 1 black for Oni. And then I could do another kind of board wipe. So it's a little bit janky. It takes a little bit of setup. Kind of relies on what your opponent's going to have available. And I only have 3 copies, so it's not going to come up as frequently as it otherwise would. But we're going to try it out. The end of the festivities worked in my favor this time around against a poison deck. Okay, I guess having 2 Path of Perils up front is kind of nice. See, that's 2 or fewer, so I can afford to do my anal retentive kind of thing and put swamps on the left side and mountains on the right. And this isn't mono red aggro, but it looks like another type of aggro, doesn't it? Until I get in a braid, this is going to be kind of a pain. So I guess we're burning one of these now. Until I get in a braid. I'm going to have to try and control the field. Okay, no matter which one they take, I can still kill them with something. They take my Death Rattle Oni. Okay, here's where we find out, do they have Counterspell? Ah, they do. Darn it. Alright. Mini board left it is. The problem is we're able to get a creature down every single turn.
I could sneak right by,
schooner.
but I'm itching to fight. I've got all kinds of connections.
And they're going past the 1 hit point for me to do end the festivities on them. There we go. Care what you do because we're just going to get rid of you now.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
They got another schooner. That is a pain in the butt. Let's see. Can I get rid of planeswalkers that way? Yes, I can.
Oh, there will be a next time.
It's going to be kind of hard to get the Death Rattle out if I never get any more lands, but they're not getting lands either.
Powerful won't help. I'll do it myself. Bet you can't catch us.
I think this was a mistake because I can do this here. Get rid of those two, and then... Oh, shoot. I forgot he's phased. That was my fault. I keep forgetting Shizuki phases out the first time, so they get to keep their Planeswalker.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
Okay, let's try and put this out. Yep, have 2 of those ready. And now they can power up Gix's command, and we are going to be in real trouble now. They've got an Archfiend?
There's no secret I can't uncover.
Yeah, I can't do anything against that. Alright, that one was kind of tough because although we do have answers against planeswalkers and artifacts, we don't have answers against consecutive planeswalkers and artifacts. So they had 2 schooners and 2 planeswalkers in quick succession. And it takes a while, since my answers are so rare, it takes a while for me to get to them. And by that time, the rest of my resources are depleted. I can't handle any other threats. And how is it that Arena knew that I was ready for the small things? It still gave me a bunch of small things, but it really gave me something powered up with planeswalkers and artifacts. Which is what this deck is weak against. As well as, well, combined with discard actually, discard can kind of ruin us. Did I say hello? There we go. Let's see, 2 or more, that gains us tap no matter what. A pup! Let's see, I think we need to get rid of the pup before it grows. An otter this time. I guess since they're tapped out, it's smart for me to just get rid of this now, yes? What else do you have? Ooh, Titan of Industry. Yeah, get rid of that, please. They got, well, we helped get rid of one thing for them, but they had such cheap stuff, they actually emptied their hand before I could make good on my discard spell. And now that's persistent, right? So every landfall is going to give them something. I am on a clock. Uh-oh. That's not good. It's a much faster clock than things. Ah, thank you. That's a little more helpful. That is not. Bummer. Let's see. Is that an artifact? That is an artifact. Let's just destroy artifacts. I'll keep that in my hand. Do you dare to block? Maybe I have something. Do I have something? I do have a surprise 3 damage. Because I can't afford to kick that. Kind of trying to keep it as a surprise as much as I can. They are really in agony over whether to block or not. Partly because they've already seen me use End the Festivities. If I've got 2, the odds are I have 2 more. But this is not ranked, so it doesn't quite merit this level of introspection. Alright, I guess y'all can skip to the end. I don't know if they're there just trying to decide to block or not, or if they had to go potty. A lot of the times when this happens, I just assume that they had an attack of, you know, something bad for their intestines. The name of the opponent is Venomous Sorcerer, so maybe they ate something bad. You never know. Is this how we're going to end it? Right here like this? I guess if y'all don't want to sit here and count the seconds by with me, you can just tab ahead on the scroll bar on YouTube there, and you can see the end before I know what's going to happen. Relatively speaking. Did not block. Are you around, opponent? I think they left. It'd be kind of strange for them to burn all that time just to come back and start playing again, right? Well, I think this was going to be a close call either way. But I was counting on this surprise 3 to really come through with the clutch at the end. In the meantime, waiting for the combo to come up again. Didn't quite get there this time. And it's a new year, so yet another year of me asking Wizards to create a YouTube channel for us, so that there's maybe only 1 roping that can go on instead of, you know, 3 or 4 times that it can pop up. We probably had them, but we'll never know. Let's go find somebody who's going to play a full match. I'm not sure if I should be trying to get a few more draw card spells in here. It feels like I can peter out in the mid-game and run risk of just flooding out with land. With only 8 creatures, there's not a ton of pressure that I can do. So it does put limits on me, especially if they're a heavier removal deck. Two of them, okay. So maybe I could get one of them out this time. Wedding announcement. Okay. I'm black and red. I only have one spell that would make them sacrifice an enchantment. So things could be kind of tough here. And I'm not able to get through because they could double block. You know what? I'll trade the Gala Greeters for the Facebreaker. They do not want to trade that. Okay. But that gets me treasure. And that is important. And the festivities won't stop once this gets to the 3rd and all the 1/1s become 2/2s. So that's a problem. Need to use to get treasure as well. Just block with 1, please. Thank you. Get rid of you. Get rid of a 1/1. Ooh, can we bring this out now? 1, 2, 3. We got some cost reduction. Ah, I killed my own creature. Well, they might have an ossification or something, so that might not have been the brightest move for me. Yeah, she's just powerful enough to beat the Oni. Oh, yeah. Remember what I said about land? This is a problem. We just kind of ran into some problems just now. Nope, they got everything they need. And that's only a 5-drop too. And that is not going to be enough. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. No good there. Getting 2 of the Onis that close together is not helpful. I sort of need the companion spells in 1 Oni at a time. kind of why I didn't wait to get 4, because you do have a tendency to get duplicate copies of the same card a lot. I figured with 3 they would have a much better chance of being spread out in the deck, so that I could have... Because you got to save up, really, for the right condition to use them a lot of the time. It's kind of a good hand in that you can get rid of individuals, you can get rid of the cheap stuff that comes out at you really fast, or you can get rid of an artifact, so got a lot of options. I could get rid of that kind of any time. Let me see what else they've got. Ugh, look at that. Necrogen Communion. I think we have to get rid of Shieldred. They might play the Necrogen Communion on the Blade of the Oni, though, which is a pain. So let's just get rid of it now. Kind of 2 spells for 2 spells kind of thing. Brotherhood's End is good, right? Because if they put down Sorin and make a token with it, I can get 2 for the price of 1, right?
Violence is necessary to set things right.
They are going to do the +1. Of course you are.
My ways are not for the weak.
We'll do it this way.
I will not spare you.
Now you could create a vampire token, or you could do the +1.
Tragedy befalls us all. You can deal with my servant.
Red and green.
I'm busy.
And let's get rid of the artifact. And now without the artifact, let's get rid of the vampire. And now let's attack with all our little devils. Finally got him under 20. They just have, the other mythic rare is right there, ready to go. Kind of flooding out, are they? Let's see if we get rid of your blue. Target you, get rid of you. What do you got? 3 points of damage. That's a lot of land. We're not too far behind them. It's 7 to 8, so it's not like they flooded out spectacularly beyond us. But whatever they had, it was not enough. Didn't quite get to the combo still. Getting down for 3 is not enough. I want to get it down for 1 black mana. The big problem with this type of strategy in this current environment is there are so many counter synergies, there's so many counter decks, so the 1/1s don't stay 1/1 for very long. And you only gave me 1 land magic, really? Okay, I think the Rattle has to go away to start with, unfortunately. We need some time to build up. And that card is a problem. Which is that? That's 3? I guess we get rid of that one now. It's kind of a tough call. They got a lot of haste in there. I think we're dead. That has trample too, doesn't it? That one's going to be a 4/4. I mean, I can get rid of Evolving Adaptive now. But I basically need a land, right? That's not a land. And that's their hand. Never mind, they got 2 card draw. Down to 3. Where do I get my land? Arena. Because they've got 6 lands. You did not. They did not. That's just being land starved. That's pretty sad. I'm not even asking for the same number of lands. I've got mana dorks just in case I start to get land starved. But we had to mulligan to begin with. They didn't give me 2 lands to start with, so... Starve one way or starve the other doesn't seem to matter. Arena likes to tease me that way from time to time. Let's give you 3 Path of Perils and 1 land short of being able to do anything with them. Now see, this is another one. It gets to be too high too quick, so we just gotta get rid of it, nip it in the bud. We already ran into trouble against that thing already. Gwenna is disgusting. I can't get rid of Gwenna with Path of Peril. Let's see if they're gonna use it this turn. use it for much. Do you have protection? Of course they do. Is that all you have is protection? Try it again. Yeah, it worked for a change. Woohoo! Okay, discarding Leaf Crowned Visionary. And we're getting Tyvar the Bellicose. Okay. Say goodbye to all your little friends. Ooh, they don't like me. I wonder if they have all 4 of these in there. Okay, 2 of these cards I get to put into the library. We got 4 mana. Deathbroom Ritualist is a good one for them to go into their hand because they don't have 5 mana yet. That's good to go into their hand too. That's a double. Do I want to give them a double? Yeah, so we'll put these 2 back into their library.
After 1,000 years, finally, a new
Pleasure doing
They
conquest.
wanted to keep everything they had. Okay.
Go sow some chaos.
They got 5. Bring down the Tithing Blade. Okay, so now they want to take out the Planeswalker. But that's why we had the 1 damage go to them, because we are going to get rid of you. Just enough.
Go ahead. Plead for mercy.
Okay. Well, you're really not going to like me now. Shall we wait? Shall we wait until they put down... Yeah, let's see what happens first when we do this.
Your
Okay, so we're gonna wait till they
punishment
put down a
is my entertainment.
We're going to maximize Rankle's Prank. Perfect. Oh, that's a Planeswalker, though. That doesn't
Impressed? Good. I won't let you fall.
Why are they not doing what I expect them to? Why are they not doing what I want them to? still might kind of work. Ugh. I'm going to lose Legamos. What if I put Legamos down now? We see if they chump block against to keep their Planeswalker. They let me take out the
So long
Planeswalker.
as evil
Oh,
lives.
that's perfect.
So
Okay,
will
so
I.
create the red devil token. Do this, use all 4
Shake
options.
down the locals.
I don't have any cards to discard. I'm ahead on life, and I get to choose 2 lovely creatures to sacrifice. They lose both of theirs. I lose mine, they lose theirs, and I still get a point of damage in. I keep my creature and my Planeswalker. Life is wonderful. That was a beautiful last turn. Oh. Okay, we're running into a problem. And the problem is that I can't get the combo going because it's just not coming up. I need time to save up for it, and either the enemy's going to kill me, and the problem that I'm having is it's about time for dinner in my time zone. So let's go into Sparky and just see if we can get my desired combo off real quick. And if not, I'll have to call it. Okay, bingo.
I love a good challenge.
This should be real easy. Perfect. Just give me a couple more 1/1s and we'll be good to go. That's not a 1/1. Might have to kill that one first. Might have to kill that one early. We can't let them get too far ahead on the life gain.
Oh.
Oh, they did not attack. Alright, you know what? Let's clear the board real quick. They're gonna have some more. Again, the particular counter build-up with the life gain plus the counters every time you gain life is a little bit too much of a problem. Don't give me your big
Aw.
ones. Put out the rest of the 1/1s. Okay, or we can do it with Fall of Krug now, right? Ouch. All right. Of course.
Ooh. Oh.
Come on, where's the rest of your 1/1s? just get you under 20 real quick. Come on, Sparky. Maybe I need some sacrifice stuff so that I can just go ahead and kill my own creatures too easily. That's 3 damage only to... Well, that's 3 damage to each creature, so I could do that. Okay, now here we go. Here we go. Oh, come on. Alright, so we're not going to do it the way I thought, but we are going to kill some stuff. 3 damage to each creature. Only 1 to bring down a 5/4, and since Sarah's been damaged, it gets rid of Sarah. And then just to make sure that we keep it, what are you hiding? That's an instant. Figures. Look at the one that they're hiding. Create 3 1/1s. What do you think I've been waiting for this whole time? This whole time I was waiting for 3 1/1s. That's an instant, isn't it? So I can't run my creature in against it. Do I have a discovery spell? I mean, I did the combo. Now it's just a case of we don't want to get beat by Sparky. 4 in the festivities. That's funny. Here.
Oh.
Do it again. And now if I run it in, they're not going to run it in. Okay. That too.
I should have seen that coming.
My will cannot be broken. You know nothing of Phyrexia's plans.
There we go.
Wow.
The downtrodden rise together.
Alright, we got the Death Rattle only down for 1 black mana.
You've done it.
It's fun to do, but maybe you do need 4 copies. There's you have the instance where if a creature's been dealt damage, you can destroy it with the one creature spell, and then you get to draw a card. So it's kind of like a cantrip. I was thinking of maybe putting that in here, and that would at least replace itself. And that way, when you come up against something like the Mythic Rare Praetors, we could just hit them for 1 damage and kill them with that card. But all I can say is it's always fun to do cost reduction spells. So if you can get the maximum cost reduction, you always have a good feeling when you manage to pull it off. But I think it's difficult in this particular environment, so it's kind of a janky deck, that type of thing. But the way that it does work, I think maybe if I had more than 1 copy of Wrinkle's Prank Candy, that might help fuel things a little bit easier too. But that was probably my favorite game. I love to do the maximum effectiveness of each card. So being able to choose all 3 options at once, that was, I believe the kids say that was clutch. I think that's how they talk these days. Anyway, let me know what you think of the deck. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.